Okay, there's going to be a few videos on me making this mold. I took it with my iPhone because I forgot my camera. So I'm just pointing at my screen. So this is mixing of silicone and cornstarch. You notice that you mix it up until the cornstarch helps it dry fast. And you got to make sure it's all black like he's got it there. So I'm going to play it.
Silicone tube, cornstarch,
Pour out the extra starch.
making the mold for
There's the mold.
the rubber gaskets. Here it is here. Fill in there. Let me show you for a second.
So we're just pushing in the mold. Start setting up in about 5 minutes. Again, just another short clip from the iPhone to the computer. This is him applying it more or completing it, I can't remember. Just using a spatula, I don't know what you call it, a spatula, whatever you want to call that, gasket knife. For some reason I can't think of the term. And a paint stick. And I'll show you in another video how I made this for him. But I have to go back down to the shop. Right now he's just going to make a flat gasket on top. He's using that extra material. He's going to spread it on top of that plastic thing. He was just showing me something. So that's it. And this is just a view of it after we pulled it out. And there was a couple little voids, so we went over, mixed up a little bit more, and just spread it over the hole. And you can just kind of sand it out, or if you sand it real light. And I'll show you why I had to make this gasket. And there's that flat piece I was talking about that he made, and then we tried it with polyurethane. With starch, that didn't really work. Here's a nut. I put some inside of a nut. I'm just going to push it out and just play around with it. And you put some on a bolt. We're just kind of screwing around with it. Okay, this is a video on heater delete box. I mean air conditioning delete. I took it off. Now we got this. The problem is I need it to stick out about that much more. Because it's hitting. I don't know what's in it for me. But anyway, we're going to make a gasket. Actually, I already made the gasket. And also, got a new blower. Now I got these connections. They were in part of the air conditioning unit like this. I'm not exactly sure what they are. What is this thing, Joe? Do you think?
The
Resistors?
resistors for the speed, the fan speed.
And what's it going to say?
What do you mean?
It's going to read the temperature inside the box?
No, the fan selector switch. It changes the speed of the motor because it redirects the power through each one of those coils to give it a different resistance, changing the motor speed from high, medium, low.
But there's only one plug on here.
Yeah, the motor only needs one, just needs the power input from it.
Anyway, Joe, he's over there. So I guess the point I'm making, I gotta make it. Either I delete this stuff, I'll put it in. So I'm just gonna put that in, this in. Like, what is that? A relay or a transistor?
Temperature sensor.
He says that's a temperature sensor. So I gotta put that in there also. So here's the mold we made. I think I showed it in the last video. What we did is we cut up this shape, but the way we figured out after thinking about it, first we traced the outline. Let's see. First we traced the outline. See, it's pictured in there. You cut the outside shape. Cut the inside shape. There was some 2x4s under here. We already took away anyway. And then we if it wasn't clear in the other video, you buy 100% silicone and some what are they called?
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch. Anyway, this was held up with 2x4. So we did that. That's how we made the template. And like I said, I got some other videos I did on my cell phone. And here's the gasket we made. Wait, here's what I used for cornstarch. I don't know enough about this if any kind of work, but we got this Argo. It just says 100% pure. And this is polyurethane that we were messing around with. There's the gasket. So that's going to stick on the car. I wish this camera would move automatically. You forget sometimes. So I'm going to stick this on the back of that. Let's see, where is it?
Underneath there.
Put some of this silicone in the side of this nut. I'm going to push it out later. Just want to make a mold for it. We made this, a mold of the threads. This is just some leftover. You could make your own gaskets, that's basically what we're saying. Or silicone type gaskets. So this thing still needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but stick it on here with some adhesive of some type. So that gives me the extra ½ inch. And again, like I say, there are some videos that'll be at the end of this that show Joe mixing the material. Trying to get this out of here. The mold I made is just a nut I had laying around. Just playing around, we can see it made perfect threads. Not that I can use it for anything, but you can see I was able to get it out of there. Just kind of playing around with that. So that's it. And Joe picked up this printer. I made him a bet that he couldn't pay off his trailer for free. He owes $10,000, so he got this off Craigslist. He's gonna get it working. I don't know what it's worth. Here's his trailer. I'll show you. I'm on the tripod, so it'll be kind of a weird picture. There's his trailer. I'm letting it park out here. So he's gonna try to pay it off without using money from work. I know it can be done. And again, I'm not an expert at anything, so anybody that watches if you watch my videos, I'm just trying new things, just enjoying life. You know, like I've never met a mold before, no pressure. And everything I say might be right and might not be right, but once it's together, then I'll show you it is right. I might say something ahead of time, I might make some mistakes, but once it's together, pieces, it's right. It's just hard to say ahead of time what is right until you actually fit all these pieces. So this is like a real life, situation, not somebody bolting stuff together in about an hour.